I'll be 59 tomorrow. I'll be 59 in November.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Bro, you look like you younger than me though. But I just remember, I can remember how old you were. But I just knew you was older than me.
Yeah.
But the last time when I found out how old you was, you remember when we was in Rhode Island? I found out. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the hell?
Because remember everybody was checking our IDs and then they saw his. They was like, what the fuck?
Chat, this nigga 58 years old.
You say Zach don't crack. Zach the Black Ranger.
I like to say that, yeah.
Why they call you Zach the Crack?
Well, no. My character name on Power Rangers was Zach. Zachary Taylor.
It's your nigga Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's room. And bruh, where my 90s kids at right now, bruh? Y'all remember that Power Rangers, bitch? And the only black player that was in that Power Rangers was Zach, the Black Power Ranger, ironically, right? And bruh, this nigga literally talking about he finna turn 59. He 58 right now. He finna turn 58. He finna turn 59, bruh. What the hell? My nigga, I thought this nigga at least been in his 40s. This nigga about to be 60 soon, dog. But he admits that at the time when everybody else was shooting, I mean, he told them people he was 21. He was really 26. And a lot of them other people were playing. They roles at 16 and shit. So this nigga was really old in the game. But he looked real good for his age. And he took care of himself very well. So that's very respectable and commendable, right? And it's just very interesting to see because if you are a kid in the 90s, dog, like myself, dog, that goddamn Power Rangers hit you different, bitch. That goddamn Power Rangers hit, bitch. We was watching that Power Rangers, dog, nigga, I was one of them niggas, bro. Fresh off of school, nigga, what's that new Power Rangers episode, dog? And Zach was one of my favorite niggas, dog. Like my favorite nigga was that Green Ranger. That nigga had that gold. That motherfucker had that gold shield, nigga. That shit was real, dog. But after that was Zach. Cause Zach, you know, Zach was the nigga, dog. Zach was the nigga with the flavor, dog. You gotta respect that shit, dog. But it's interesting to see Rampage Jackson interview him. And he was very respectful. And Rampage is very respectful because it was like, this nigga is very important to the culture, dog. So we gotta get this man his respect, you feel me? And he dropped a lot of game, dog. This nigga was a martial artist as a young nigga, you feel me? And they didn't want to fuck with this nigga because he was a young nigga back in the days, a black kid with that martial arts knowledge, you feel me? A lot of niggas didn't have that martial arts knowledge, you feel me? They was just, you know, niggas in the hood just straight street fighting, you feel me? So whatever they learn that shit on the streets. And they were educated in a martial art form, so you gotta respect the game. You gotta respect that game. But it's very interesting to see Zach, you know what I'm saying, giving credit to his Power Rangers upbringing and all the game that he got from there, bro. Cause it's like, if you're a 90s kid, you remember how pivotal that shit was, bro. That shit was some shit that niggas, they can't duplicate, bro. They tried for years to duplicate that shit they did with the Power Rangers in the 90s. It'll never be like that, bro. We was outside with that shit, bro. That shit was in movie theaters, bro. That shit, it was a different energy, bro. Cause people loved the Power Rangers, bro. Like, as young niggas, bro, we were going hard for that shit, you feel me? And, you know, Zach was very pivotal. Even though he didn't make it to the goddamn movies, which was kind of whack. They kind of whacked him out before the movie came. But he was very pivotal in all his scenes in the TV show. The TV show was amazing, dog. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. That was one of them eras where it's one of them times it's like, nigga was a time to be a kid, nigga, because it was real shit going on. Goddamn Power Rangers, nigga had to check that shit out. But shout out to Zach, shout out to Rampage for showing respect to Zach. He could have tried to play him, but hell no, he was the Black Power Ranger. Even Rampage found out this nigga was 59. That mean Rampage was a young nigga even too. You feel me? Even though, you feel me, when Power Rangers came out, I was like 5. That mean that nigga Rampage was like 15. But that shit would have still hit him too in his age demographic. You feel me? Just the game is just different, bro. You gotta be respectful. It's your nigga Delvin. delving room to the next one. Be